This video is brought to you by Gladiator Concealment and S4 Tactical Gear. Links are in the description box below.
What's up, guys? Kyle and Michael A.K.M. Tactical here. Appreciate y'all watching. We are trying to crank out some videos in the time that we do have. It's been a while. Michael is now in the new house. Hallelujah! Thank you, Lord. We are filming in a room we've never filmed in before until now. Your boy is in school part-time online. I got a little lull in that. Just finished up some coursework. And I got some more classes to take here in a couple weeks. But anyways, so that's what's been going on with us. But we wanted to take a minute and just talk to you about some of the recent shootings and some of that stuff that seems like it's always going on. I feel like we're always in a fight for our rights, especially our First and Second Amendment rights, especially. But anyways, we had the shooting in Texas. In El Paso, that was terrible at a Walmart, and then we had another shooting in Dayton, Ohio. Where was that one at? Was it?
Oh,
I don't remember.
I don't remember exactly, but yeah.
But anyways,
it was in Dayton.
Yeah, some crazy stuff going on in the world, and just me personally, like how that affected me in my day to day. Man, it's been summertime. I've been getting lazy with my carry. Not that I don't always carry, because I do, but man, I've been doing some pocket carry, some inside the waistband without a belt, with a sticky holster, like my wife's Glock 43, single stack. Actually went on vacation. I went on vacation and was like, I'm gonna have a double stack with me, but when I'm walking around carrying, I'm just carrying a single stack, and I did that throughout vacation. Well, I got back from vacation, all that stuff went down, and I was like, man, this dude that went into the Walmart in El Paso did so with an AK. AK-47 Wasser variant. And, if you're up against something like that, do you want, personally, I want my AR, my body armor, everything I had. But I can't carry that on me when I go to Walmart. So, but it's so easy to carry these with me. 31 rounds of 9mm HST hollow point. That is easily accessible, that I can easily carry on me. Night sights, a light. I should have that. There's no reason not to have that. Medical, tourniquet, the whole bit. There's no reason that I should not have that on me. And when I got to thinking about that, I was like, man, what if I went to Walmart in gym shorts with a LCP, 6 rounds of 380, and this dude shows up with an AK? How would you feel in that situation?
Yeah, you're way undergunned.
Way undergunned. You're gonna be undergunned anyways, but especially with that.
Yeah.
And something else to talk about. With that, I don't want you to think that Michael and I have that vigilante mindset, or the false pretense that we would want to find ourselves in that situation. We would never want to find ourselves in that situation. John Lowell from Warrior Poet Society put out a video that I reposted on the AKM Tactical Facebook page, and his video, he talked about he prayed that he would find himself in that situation so he could kill that person with extreme prejudice and embarrass them, almost kill them in a very brutal way. And while I do understand that, what I think more that he was trying to get across is the mindset that we will be ready to turn it on when you have to, turn on the violence. He's, especially him in the past, he's talked about violence being like a switch you have to turn off and on if you want to function in society. I know you've seen people all the time. Just go watch Live PD if you can't see them in your local, town. We can see them all the time, especially come through the ER. People that are just berserk all the time. They're just, you say something to them and they're just, they're pissed or angry. We don't want to be that way. We want to be calm, collected, But when it's time to go, then you'll be able to be violent at times.
And it goes back to the whole mindset of a warrior, the mindset of a fighter. And I know there's going to be somebody come on here and talk about how two big fat dudes know everything about the mindset of a warrior. Whatever, dude. We've heard it all before, but he's right. John Lovell is absolutely 100% right. You have to be able to turn that off and on. You have to be able to. It's always got to be there in the background that that at a moment's notice, if you have to, you will do whatever it takes to protect not only you but your loved ones and the innocent people around you.
Just be vicious and aggressive. Excuse me, vicious and aggressive. I covered my mouth.
Yeah.
People always say, "Oh, you think you're gonna be able to take a guy with an AK? That's stupid." No, these guys that do these mass shootings, they're doing it for their own gratification, and their gratification is achieved through killing and destroying helpless people.
Yep.
That's what their gratification is. That's what they get off on. That's why they do it.
Yep.
And when you present them with some resistance, they don't.
They usually run from it.
They crumble. So
they can't handle it because they wouldn't expect it.
That's statistics. Now, granted, I have seen like in Dallas where those guys, I don't know if he was a Black Lives Matter supporter. I don't know what he was. But like he was actually hunting police.
Yeah, and he actually had some tactics.
That's a nightmare scenario. That's a different.
That doesn't happen statistically. That doesn't happen all that often. Yeah. Usually these guys are cowards and they're picking on the innocent and the easy prey. And as soon as they find
some resistance,
a predator along in there with them, they don't want none of it. Yeah. That's why a lot of times they shoot the place up, and as soon as the resistance gets outside the door, they take their own lives because that's not what they're there for. So.
And also, guys, we're not telling you either that you have to go and confront them either. There was a guy that in El Paso that was getting children out of Walmart. He was a veteran, or I don't know, was he active duty? Either way, he was affiliated with the military. And he was, saving some lives in that manner.
Yeah.
Not saying that people, including my brother, have told me, hey, this is for me and my family. This is for our protection. And we completely understand that. It's all about you, your mindset, and what you can live with.
Yep.
At the end of the day, like, you have to lay your head down on your pillow at night, and you have to be able to live with your choices in life.
That's right.
And if something was going down and you happen to be there and had the means, what would you do? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I would do. I'd like to think I know what I would do. Yeah. But you never know until you're presented with that situation.
Depends on the circumstance.
Yeah, it depends on the circumstance. Depends on the emotions, adrenaline running through you. I don't know. I don't know what your fight or flight response is.
Yep.
But anyways, just be mindful of that. But more than anything, carry your freaking gun. Carry it on you. If you don't have your license, if you're hem-hawing about it, go get it done. Carry it with you. Have it accessible, have it on body, and make sure your stuff's good to go.
Yep. Train. Get
something.
Training.
Yeah, something that we have to do. It's been a while since we've shot. In this lull, we haven't really been shooting much, especially me. Can't really speak for Michael, but I especially haven't been shooting like I normally have. So we've got to get back to the range, put the trigger time in, and get back on that. It sure as hell wouldn't hurt to do some exercise and eating right as well either. That never killed anybody.
No.
So anyways, just keep that in mind, guys. And another thing, we're always in a fight for our Second Amendment rights. Got an important election coming up, pretty soon. Keep that in mind. And while you're out there, many of y'all, I don't know how y'all use the internet, if y'all just kind of watch us, if you're always on Facebook, if you're active. But, stand your ground out there. Let people know that, you're for your gun rights, but do it in a respectful manner. We can win this fight hearts and minds in a respectful way. We don't have to, Michael and I aren't those guys that come into Dunkin' Donuts with a AR on our back. We're not that type, We're very open about our Second Amendment rights. We're very vocal about them, but we do it in a way that makes sense. And with the receiver in mind. You can give a message all you want to, but you have to keep in mind who is receiving that message and how's that message going to be received.
That's right.
Like that is like one of the things that, like, I hate to mention them again, but Black Lives Matter is like notorious for, is the way that they deliver their message. Their message, in part isn't really that bad in that, like, it's just all they're trying to say is like, hey, Black Lives Matter too. But the way that they deliver it is like in a way that just shocks people, and it's not received the way that it could be received, and that's just an example. But keep in mind that when you're advocating for your rights, that who's going to receive this? How am I going to win over the guy in the middle that's kind of...
Yeah, because if you're not careful, you can really push them the other way. In fact, pretty easily you can push them the other way. If you stop and think about when something or somebody's on the fence, they're just barely going one way or another. And it wouldn't take much to pull them your way, but it wouldn't take much to push them away from you also. So think about that and how you conduct yourself and how you act and how you talk. It's kind of like, when we talk about gun rights, and I mean, that's what this channel is all about, is guns and Second Amendment and mindset and all those things. But think about it like if you're teaching somebody how to do something.
Yeah, let's pretend like you're taking somebody to the range for the first time. Yeah.
You're gonna be respectful, you're gonna be polite, you're gonna be open to answer questions, you're gonna take it easy with them. You're not gonna hit them with this Barrett 50 and it's like, hey, stand up here and shoot this, or give them a 12-gauge shotgun. If you do, think about that. You're teaching somebody something. You're teaching them something, you're educating them on something that they don't understand. And when you come at them disrespectful and rude and things like that, you're just going to push them.
And that's a good point, teaching them something they don't understand, because I have not run into an anti-Second Amendment person that really understands where the Second Amendment came from, the purpose of it, and why we have it. Everybody, like, you always run into people talking about, you don't need that for hunting, why would you need that for self-defense? Like, hold up, first of all, like, why do I need AR-15? Because it prevents tyranny, first of all. Like, when they wrote the Second Amendment, it wasn't for self-defense alone. It was for tyranny, self-defense, and then hunting and all that was a distant third.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and people don't understand that. And there was one of the founding fathers, and I wish I could remember which one, but he basically got a letter from a guy that was transporting goods to and from on the seas, and he asked, "Hey, I've been getting robbed. Can I have a cannon?" He's like, "Yeah, bro. Get that cannon. Like, you're protected under the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Get your freaking cannon." So, and people, they're intellectually dishonest, a lot of them, or they're ignorant to what the Second Amendment means in this country. So, just keep that in mind. And like recently, I have a former classmate of mine who is like a flaming, Democrat, like hates Trump, all that, good stuff. And she is like curious. She's curious about getting a gun for self-defense. And she made a post like, I don't understand why, why do we keep having to have these mass shootings? Why can't we do something about this? Why can't we have some common sense gun control? And I told her, I was like, you know what? Because I've been telling her, hey, you need to come to the range with me. You need to come to the range. I'll get you some guns that you can try, that you can work on, because I want her to be able to protect herself too. I want her to not have to worry quite so much when she goes out in public as a woman. And I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe when you come to the range, you not only need to work on the handguns, maybe I need to give you my AR for a little while. And then while we're at it, I'll give you my hunting rifle as well. And you tell me what you think about those two. Because I have a 308 hunting rifle. And people advocate for that. And I'm like, oh yeah, you can have that for hunting, but then they'll oh, you can't have the AR. Well, they've never laid hands on them. They don't understand that 308 is a man stopper.
Yeah.
They don't realize that the Marine Corps has been killing folks with 308 for years.
Well, what cracks me up too is the whole. When the Second Amendment was written, there was muskets back then, and there weren't ARs. The musket at that time was the AR of that time.
And freaking cannons. They had that. They were like, yes, bro, you can have a cannon. So, and honestly, no, I don't think that citizens need a nuclear weapon. Of course not. But I think we ought to have automatic rifles. I think if I wanted a submachine gun, I don't have a problem with that. I think it should. I think we're, it's wrong that we don't have those. But it's always a fight, guys. Always gonna be a fight.
Always. And on that note, as far as the fight, keep your eyes open about what's going to come in the next coming weeks or so. Trump is not our friend like you think he is, or like you might think he is.
He has not been pro-gun since there was him and his son is pretty tight with silencer code. So I just knew, it was like, man, he gets in there, I'm gonna pass that Safe Hearing Act, be able to suppress my stuff and worry about tax. That ain't happened.
No.
And actually, Trump's enacted more gun control than Obama has.
Yeah.
Think about that, guys. And granted, I think if Obama would have had his way, he would have done a lot worse.
Right.
But, dude, Trump was a Democrat for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Up until recently. And, his policy is not quite Clinton-esque, but he's not far politically from where the Clintons were in '92. So keep that in mind. And that's when we had the first assault weapons ban. So just keep that in mind. And just because he's our president, don't think that we can't criticize him.
Yep.
And you should be freaking vocal about it.
Yep.
These red flag laws where you're putting a judge in control of your rights. No. And on that, we deal a lot with like mental health and things like that, or especially me, being a nurse, I see mental health issues all the time. People don't understand that background checks are pretty good the way that they are, but from the medical side of things, we have a hard time sharing information about people because we have privacy laws enacted. HIPAA is a big deal. Any of you that have ever worked in the medical field in any capacity, even if you were just a receptionist or whatever, like you had to take HIPAA training. And all these people that are really struggling, really having some problems with mental health, like, we don't know that. We're not going to know if they don't check it on the form. Then how
if they don't elect to tell us, we don't know.
Yeah. So
and we can't tell it either.
Yeah. Exactly. And maybe that's somewhere where the gun community can move towards working to help fix mental health and the issues that we have there.
Yep.
But another thing, I feel like this video is going on and on, but like, you can't stop evil. Just the other day, there's a guy went on a stabbing spree, killed 4 people in California.
Yep.
Heaviest gun control laws in the nation, and he was a bad dude. He was recidivist. He's been in jail for violent felonies, and he's back out on the streets. And what did he do? He got pissed off, so he went and started stabbing random people.
Yep.
We can't stop evil. You can't stop evil from being evil. The only thing that can stop evil is a good person, preferably with a gun. And people are like, oh, well, the cops stopped them. Yeah, the cops are good people with guns.
Yeah.
That's what stopped that. So, and yet MSNBC, CNN, they're not talking about that because it doesn't fit their narrative. So, keep your freaking gun on you.
Yep. Keep it on you. Practice, train, be vigilant, and speak your mind in a respectful and intelligent way.
Yeah, because we want y'all We want y'all to be advocates too, and every one of y'all's got a voice, more so now than ever. Could you imagine 10 years ago, like us having an audience?
Yep.
3-4 years ago, us having an audience? No. So your voice is magnified by the technology that we have now. So keep that in mind, and be good stewards of the Second Amendment, and share and educate, and maybe we can preserve this for our kids and our grandkids and their kids. So.
You got anything else, man?
No, that's it, brother.
Guys, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. We appreciate y'all watching. If you have any questions or comments, if you want to chime in on this, you can do so in the comment section below. You can always jump over to the Facebook page. We always get into a more in-depth conversation there. We'll also provide links to all our social media outlets, sponsors, and akmtactical.com in the description box below. Appreciate y'all watching, guys. Y'all be safe.